I don't even think he could get an OEM. He's not allowed to. He's not allowed to bring in OEM parts without permission from the bosses. So, like, I think the other day he had a guy come in and he wanted, like, I don't know, like 40 or 50 air filters for stuff, and he wanted the aftermarket ones, and like he had to get special approval from his boss to even order them. Like, the bosses won't let him. No. Can't do it. Oh yeah, most definitely. I'll look it up. I'm probably right. Yeah. It's a BG55. I don't know if there's any other important things after that, but I don't have a serial number on hand. But I'm sure it's not cheap at all. To get one from a local dealer. And like I said, first time's not allowed to bring in like aftermarket stuff either, unless he has special permission. So not allowed. Actually, I think I've told this story before. So when they bought where Dad used to work, right? They bought an existing business and they bought a bunch of inventory, a bunch of parts. And part of what they bought was a ton of lawnmower blades, right? And they didn't like them because they weren't OEM blades. So they had, the way it used to work, they had like this huge rack of all these blades that were kind of easily accessible from the parts counter. You could go and grab, a guy comes in, hey, give me 3 blades for my zero turn. They could go get 3 blades off this rack. And of course they kept more out in other stores, right? Because they used to keep it. It was a ton of blades, but they would keep on hand. And when they bought the place, they took all those aftermarket blades and threw them on pallets. Okay, pallets of lawnmower blades all stacked up, right? And they took them out back and let them sit outside. Well, then they got kind of nasty because they're sitting outside, and so they couldn't sell them. So they're actually still sitting out there. It's been a year plus now. Probably 2 years, actually. And a while back, we needed some blades for our zero turn. So Dad went up there and he said, hey, do you mind if I look through those blades out back? There's some blades out there I probably want to buy. And the owner, the new owner guy, he tells Dad, he's like, yeah, go ahead. Go look at, get whatever you want. So Dad rummaged through it and he found 9 blades. So 3 sets of blades for our zero turns. And the guy gave them to Dad for free. So not only did they pay for it, now they're just going to give them away for free. And Dad would have gladly paid full price for them. That's fine, But we got them for free. 9 lawnmower blades. So they paid for the inventory. They let it sit outside, and now the paint's kind of, it's a lawnmower blade. It's fine. But, like, the paint's bad, and the stickers look terrible. And then now you're just going to give them away? I told Dad we ought to go get all of them and sell them on eBay or Craigslist or something. Sell them on Marketplace. Like, man, that is, I don't know. I think that's kind of silly to buy inventory and then just give it away for free, Like, it's kind of weird, right? Just saying. Where's that pile at? I can't tell you. I can't tell you. But there's all kinds of stuff like that. They just, nope, we're not going to sell this. It's not OEM. Okay. And then they wonder why, like, they're not busy. And, Dad used to sell literally hundreds of thousands of dollars in lawnmower parts every year. Between Dad and, like, first time, that they used to sell hundreds of thousands of dollars in lawnmower parts. Not anymore. Most of the time their parts guy sits on his Sits on his phone all day at work now. And like every time we go there, there's never any customers there. It's kind of wild. And like if Dad runs into one of his old customers, like at Lowe's or something, they're always like, "Man, that place is terrible now." I miss when you guys were there. You know, it's so funny. But yeah. Anyway, that's my rant about that. That's my rant about that. Oh, I need to. There's a little plastic cover on the top of my snowblower for like the rotation of the chute. There's a little cover there, and mine's broken on my snowblower. I fear what that's gonna cost coming from where First Time works. I need to ask him to look that up for me one of these days. The cover doesn't actually matter; it just has a crack in it, but it looks bad. You know, and everything else on that snowblower looks brand new, so for some reason that cover's broken. Which I don't know why. It seems kind of odd. But that's okay. But yeah, piles of lawnmower blades, Jared. Crazy. Crazy. So we've got a stash of blades. We've got 6 brand new. I think we have 6 brand new blades at the farm for the 0 turn. Oh man. Which we do tend to kind of eat blades at the farm because of all the sand. Sand and the gravel dust if we go out and like mow our lane, which I try not to mow the lane with the 0 turn too much. But it eats the because it eats the lawnmower blades like bad. So yeah, it's kind of not good. But that's okay. Especially when they're free blades, it's okay. It's just a pain to take them off, but that's alright. It happens. Definitely happens. Oh, there might be something. I'm not buying it, but Pops might be buying something for the farm that I've been wanting for a long time, so I'll have to wait and see if that actually happens or not. He's talking about it, so a new well, something to pull around with a tractor, so we'll leave it at that for now. We'll see. I don't know. He found some online apparently, so a little sketchy to buy something online if you've never seen it. Now, I'm a little nervous about it being kind of cheesy and like super thin metal, but hopefully it's okay. But I guess that we might be getting something here soon. I don't know. I think that's part of why he's wanting to sell a bunch of stuff at the auction. So yeah. You got the numbers for the carb? How much I think? Probably at least $50 for a carburetor. Yeah, I would say at least 50. I mean, I could be wrong, but be my guess. I'd actually be curious to have First Time look it up to see what it's like, what it costs where he works. Because everybody's going to sell it for a slightly different price, you know. Because there is no like standard on that stuff. 89. Wow. So that's at least 50. So if it's $89, probably where First Time works, it'd be cheaper to buy a new blower. I think when I bought that blower, it was only a $200 blower. I'll never forget the day I bought that. The day I bought that leaf blower. I was out mowing. What blower did I have before that? I had this Echo. I think it was an Echo that had like 1,000,000 miles on it, man. This Echo had been around the block. It was held together by duct tape. And finally it just got tired. And I remember calling my dad. My dad was off that day, but I was out mowing. And I remember calling him and saying, "Hey, I need a new leaf blower. Mine's just not doing it." And I had a backup leaf blower at the time, and we still have the blower because it was my grandpa's. And it's an old Toro leaf blower. And the Toro starts great, but it has no compression. So like when it gets hot, you know, it's just wore out, right? So when it gets hot, you cannot restart the thing at all. And so I remember calling Dad, and it was in the fall. We were doing leaf cleanup. And I remember calling him and saying, "Hey, I need a new blower. Like, are you anywhere near work?" And he's like, "Kind of." He's like, "I'll bring you one." It's like, "All right." And he goes, "Well, in the meantime, just don't turn the Toro off. The Toro runs, right?" Save $75. Exactly. Yeah. Plus we got all the other stuff too. The spark plug, the air filter, the fuel filter, all the gaskets, the fuel line, everything. Right. So we basically saved a whole new blower is what we got. So, Sean, thanks to the 85 stream streak. How's it going? So when I called my dad that day, he's like, "Well, just don't turn the Toro off." And I was like, "Okay." The Toro has the smallest gas tank on a leaf blower I've ever seen. So we had to refill it with gas while it was running. So we were in this neighborhood that we kind of parked in like a court kind of thing. And so we took the thing out into the middle of the court. We're like, well, if we're going to have a problem, we don't want to be anywhere near our truck or anybody's house or anything like that. So we went out into the middle of this court. Check the exhaust filter. We take those out. We don't need them in the state of Missouri. You only need those in California or national parks, I believe. And so we take this leaf blower out into the middle of this court. And between the two of us, we refilled it while it was running. The sketchiest thing I think I've maybe ever done. So yeah. You got up to 30 inches of snow. What the heck, bro? Have fun with that. Hope you got a hydraulically powered shovel. Like a tractor. Good Lord. It's a lot of snow. Yeah, most of the time we take out the exhaust filters or the spark arresters. Like I said, I'm not in California and I'm not in a national park, so I do not need them. Which really helps just like everything run better, by the way. I think our Red Max trimmer that I have, it was in there for a while and it was like just bogging down, you know? And I'm like, take that stupid thing out of there. That thing was so plugged up, it wasn't even funny. Nah, I'm not doing that. Get rid of that junk. Just saying. Yeah. Yep. No, I think the leaf blower we took that out a long time ago. Took that sucker out a long time ago. Yeah. Lord, what's going on? How you doing today? Man, it is like, somebody just turned the light switch on outside, Chad. It's been cloudy and gloomy all day. The light switch has been flipped. It is sunny out there right now for the first time. You know, sun just came up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you know? It's kind of wild. Kind of wild how that works. But, yeah, that's all right. I'm all messy. I almost ate that power pole, so I had to slam on the brakes there. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh, yeah. Alive and kicking. You got the flu. No, you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do that. Well, I will ask you very kindly, don't sneeze in my general direction, please and thank you. Or don't anything in my general direction, okay? Thanks for that follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. How's it going? What is poppin'? Oh man. It ain't over the flu, hopefully. Okay, that's good. Dude, the flu is like, it's the worst. The worst. You sneeze towards Canada. Oh, sorry to all the Canadians. Y'all are gonna have the flu now. Oh man, that's good. That's good. Yeah, that's good. They're all hiding from the snow. Probably they're not outside to catch the germs, right? That's how that works. Or something. I don't know. That's awful. I sneezed towards Canada. All right. Their healthcare can handle it. I've actually heard a lot of times their healthcare is actually like really terrible. It's free, but it's terrible, is what I've always heard about Canada. I could be wrong. They can't get the flu because they're already cold. All right. Thunder, what's up, man? How you doing today? It's not free. Well, it's free. You're still paying for it. The money doesn't just come out of thin air. It has to come from somewhere. But yeah, I've heard it's actually kind of garbage. But I mean, so is the American healthcare system. So yeah. Whoa. Only a few degrees. Wow. Well, hopefully the jet stream will keep me safe then, you know? Hopefully. Golly. Has its pros and cons. I got you, Buller, yeah. I got you. What was I watching the other day? Oh, I watched this, oh man, this crazy story. This lady put up, it was like 7 videos on TikTok. And she was talking about how her husband almost died. He ended up having like a massive blood clot in his intestines. Come to find out, he has 2 different blood clotting disorders. And like it dang near did him in because they didn't know about his disorders, you know. It was a wild story time on the old TikTok. Thanks for that follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. What's popping? But I think I was scrolling and she's like, okay, part 2 of how my husband almost died. And for some reason I was like, all right, you have my attention. So I went and watched all like 7 videos. It was quite a story. Let's put it that way. Quite a story. I won't bore you or gross you out with some of the details, but man. I think he lost like it was like 10 or 12 feet of his intestine or something. By the time they got done, something like that. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was quite a story. But yeah. Oh, I watched a whole series of videos from like a police body cam yesterday on TikTok too. I watched a bunch of those. Those are great. Yeah, right, Lord. Yeah, no, it was not good. It was not good at all. Just a weight reduction. Well, I mean, he did lose half of his blood at one time, Polar, so he did lose a lot of weight. Yeah. The guy was doing fine now, like after a while, so it's fine. I guess it's fine to laugh about. I don't know. I don't know the guy, but yeah. It's actually, but it happened to my brother-in-law too. My brother-in-law was that last year sometime? He went in for a little, I think it was gallbladder. Brother-in-law went in for something. And my sister called me in a panic that night. She's like, hey, somebody needs to come over here and sit with my nephew, you know, her son. She's like, somebody needs to come over. Like, he's asleep, but I got to go to the hospital, like, right now. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning or something. She called me. I knew something was wrong. You know, she doesn't call me ever, especially 2 o'clock in the morning. And, yeah, something had happened, and my brother-in-law was bleeding internally. And by the time it was all said and done, when they got him fixed up at his second surgery in like 2 days, yeah, he lost like half his blood. That really was not good. Really was an issue for him. He's fine now, so it's good. But yeah, it was losing half your blood apparently is not a good experience. Come to find out. So. Oh wow, Polar. Well, that's one way to look at it. I mean, I guess I'm kind of in the same boat, Polar. I haven't been to a doctor since I was, probably like 19. But to be honest, I mean, I'm not a doctor, a medical professional, and I'm not giving anybody medical advice, but, from my experience, you know, from the time you're, like a teenager to probably in your 40s or maybe early 30s, or yeah, maybe like mid 30s. I don't know. They're just like, yeah, eat better, lose weight. You know, hey doc, my knee, eat better, lose some weight. Your knee will feel better. That's what I've always heard anyway. I don't know. Again, I'm not giving medical advice, so that's just what I've heard. Well, you need to eat better, son. Or, you know, don't eat anything fatty. No, don't eat anything fatty, you know. Oh, man. But yeah, I think probably like 19 or 20 was the last time I went to the doctor. I had my chickenpox vaccine when I was 18, I think. So I've never had chickenpox in my life. Somehow I escaped chickenpox as a kid. Although mom never took me to one of those chickenpox parties, you know. I never went to one of those. Although I do remember playing with the kid next door when he had chickenpox. And somehow I didn't get them. So I think I'm just built different, you know. But yeah. We lost 75 to 80. Well, that's bad. Yeah, that's bad too. That's definitely bad. Yep. I don't think I would like to lose half my blood. I don't think I'd like to lose any of my blood personally. It's my blood. I want to keep it. I'm just saying. Not trying to be greedy, but you know. It's mine. I want to keep it where it is, you know. I'm just saying. That's all right. Oh, actually, okay. So with the big ice storm that we had a while back, there was a lineman who got hurt. I want to say in Alabama, or no, Louisiana. He got zapped when he was trying to like restore power. And his story kind of blew up on TikTok, and his like family, and he's been making TikToks and stuff. His arms are real messed up, right? His arms are really messed up, and from being zapped. Yeah, and he was putting up videos, and I've been watching them, and he actually got to go home, and then he posted video, or I guess his like family or whatever, they posted video saying that he was back in the hospital. And so after a day or two, he put up a video and talking about why he had to go back to the hospital. Something happened in his one arm, and he started losing blood. And he said his blood pressure at one time was like 70 over 10. That's bad. Yeah. They're considered free. Interesting. That's good. But yeah, when your blood pressure, the second number is like 10, that's bad. That's not good. That is not good at all. Not at all. Yeah, that could be a problem. If your blood pressure is like that, you'd be called an ambulance. I don't know if you would be conscious still, Polar. Because he was in his backyard talking to his uncle, he said, and he started like noticing something was wrong with his arm, and he remembers sitting in a chair, and then he remembers waking up in the car as they were rushing him to a hospital. Like, they didn't even wait for the ambulance. They put a belt on his arm as a tourniquet and like just got him in, It's scary, man. Scary. Very, very scary. So, and he was just trying to do his job and help restore electricity, and something went wrong. Obviously, something went very wrong. So yeah, kind of crazy. But the last video I saw, he was doing better, and still gonna be in hospital for a while, but yeah. Oh, speaking of medical stuff, I saw Lindsey Vonn made it back to the United States via a medical jet. I saw that video clip yesterday. So I guess that's a good sign, probably, that they okayed her to fly. So yeah, I'm assuming her Olympic career is probably done now, right? I would assume. All right, so we've got one big field to go, chat. One field to go. And I was going to take this over there and hire it, but I have a feeling it's going to want to go max speed. It may not even hire, actually. Let's go see if it does hire. Because I don't know if this will actually hire or not. With that extra little hitch doodad in there. I have to say, I really like the hitch. I just don't like that it doesn't hook up to half the things, and the speed thing too. I don't care for that. That's whatever. All right, let's see. Oh, hold on. Gotta do that. See what it does. Okay, so it is gonna hire, it looks like. Okay. Interesting. Pitter patter, let's go. All right, we're gonna 360 no scope. All right. Where the heck are we going? We're going here, apparently. All right. Oh, wait, hang on. We gotta back in. Okay, so it is going to higher. So that's good. Now my cruise is set at 12. So is that actually going to keep it at 12 until we get up here on the flat ground? It is. Okay, because if we turn that up, then Buddy's going to try to go as fast as he can. Man. I don't think that planner's made for high speed. I mean, even 12's kind of fast, so we'll leave him on 12 and we'll go grab the next guy, this dude. Oh, Bessie. Still got that interesting tramway. That's been there forever. Interesting. All right, let's go take this over to that field and get it going too. I think we're gonna go all hands on deck in that field and get literally all 3 corn planters going. Shouldn't be any chaos, right? No, not at all. No chaos at all. That's okay. I'm kind of here for that. Kind of here for the chaos, chat. That's okay. I guess we're done with them there thunderstorms for today. Looks like there's tornado watches in like southeast Missouri and southern Indiana, and all right, part of Kentucky and whatnot. A lot of red flag warnings out there too. Not about it's for fire, chat. Parts of Missouri and Arkansas, Oklahoma, Kansas. What was that? Colorado. It's everywhere. Texas. It's crazy. A lot of fire risk out there today, I guess. Kind of is that season out here, you know, where it's you know, stuff isn't quite greened up for spring and stuff's kind of dry, and yeah, it's kind of that season right now. All right, how is this guy set to operate? Up and downs 2 times around. Okay, go. And then this dude doesn't know it, but he's done. I did the en-roads for him. So therefore he's done. So what we'll do is we'll put this guy over here and tell him to do en-rows. And then I'll take over the what's it called again? That guy. That guy over yonder. So this guy to go 3 times around should be equivalent to 2 of the other one, and hopefully he'll do headlands first like I have him set. Otherwise we'll unhook the corn planter and hook it back up, reset everything. But it looks like it's gonna work. Maybe. Sweet. Right, we'll take back over this guy. Wrong. Wait, nope, wrong thing. We'll do that. We'll put it on 2 because then it matches what the other guy's doing. Here somewhere, and pitter patter, as they say. My goodness, out of control, going too fast. It's crazy farming out here today, Chad. Crazy. That's all right. We got it down now. Actually, I'm surprised Pops isn't home by now. Pops was supposed to be home by now, chat. Hopefully everything's alright. Man, it is so sunny out there right now. Look at that. Look at that sun. Anyway. It was so nice out yesterday, chat. We got to the farm and we didn't turn on a single heater for the first time all year. All you know, 2 months, not even of the year so far. But it was great. We walked in our shop and like, oh, it's nice in here. Finally. It's supposed to snow here on Saturday. Not like a lot, but there's a chance of some like wet, heavy snow, rain changing to snow Saturday. So, but it sure was nice yesterday, man. Let me tell you, it was great. It's a great day. Super nice outside. That's okay. 85. That's too hot. 85 in South Florida. Very nice. That's too hot for me. I'm more of like a 70 kind of guy. 75 maybe at most. If it could just be like 70 all year round, I'd be pretty happy. Although I do enjoy, I don't mind the cold too much. Sometimes. I had fun messing with the snowblower when it snowed, so. Yeah. 85 in Florida. It's crazy. That's pretty awesome, actually. And I bet you there's some Floridians that are cold at 85, right? Turning the heat on, probably. Oh, man. It always cracks me up when you see, like, the snowbirds that go down, you know, to Florida, and it'll be, like, 50 degrees, and they're all wearing, like, shorts and T-shirts, and anybody who lives in Florida is wearing, like, you know, parkas and thermals and, you know. And it's like, it's 65 degrees. What are you doing? But it's all relative to what you're used to, right? So, I get it. Used to be 95, yeah. So hold on, what do you keep like your thermostat on in your house? Do you keep it on like 70? Dirty Max, what's going on, man? How you doing today? Because like in the summer, I think we keep our thermostat at like 73, 72. Okay. I gotcha. So that's not bad. That's not bad. Right. No red flags here, just white everywhere. Oh, gosh. That's funny. Negative 23 Celsius. 20. That sounds terrible, by the way. Negative 23 Celsius. Yeah. Hello. That sounds terrible. Just for the record. The rain is like a blizzard. I could see that, yeah. I could see it. I'm thinking about that negative 23 Celsius and like, no. Just no. No, thank you. Yeah, no, that's not a fun temperature. I mean, we had some of that not that long ago, but it's brutal. It's brutal, especially if there's any kind of wind. You know? It's 57 outside right now, Fahrenheit. It's 69 degrees and it's 69.6 degrees in this room I'm sitting in. Very comfortable in here, you know? I'm just saying. all right with that. We are planting this field at a crazy rate right now. For the record. Of course, we got two of the same corn planters and then that little guy. So we are knocking it out of the park here. Let's look actually while we're here. So the cows are up to $2,300. They're 18 months old. So that's good. And they're working on reproducing. So that's also good. We'll have 250 pigs ready here in, 5 months? So that's good as well. And then the big one we'll have 500 pigs and then 350 after that. So that's really good. Making all that pig money, that swine money, if you will. I'm here for it. Definitely here for it. And yes, I'm just gonna leave my planter down when I turn. I don't really care. Doesn't hurt anything. It does make the crop that grows look a little funny, but it's all right. Who's keeping track, right? Not me. Not me, not me. Right. Need the bubbles to go down, chat. There we go. Not trying to drink a bunch of bubbles. So our next field is 7, by the way, chat. It's currently planted in, no, we don't want that. That's planted in carrots. Or do we want that, chat? We can't store them. We'd have to just sell them. Unless we make a giant, maybe we dump them off the bridge, to hide the bale. Man, I tell you what, if you guys missed that on Tuesday's stream, I'm sorry. I will try to make that like a separate little video. The whole bale saga on Tuesday that happened. I haven't gotten to that part yet to edit it, but golly, that was funny. That was so good. Man, I hope he's not watching. Oh, hey, how's it going? Oh, man. It was so good. Best part was when he came in. Yeah, it was so funny. I was dying at just like, trying to hide the bale. And then when he showed up, I lost it. It was so good. So good. Man, we're like ready to do Enros dang near. I mean, the buddy is working on it, but well, allegedly. I don't know what he's doing right now, but allegedly he's working on Enros. That's okay. Might have to swap and work on Enros after this. I'll work on this this side here. I don't think that's all Enros though. I think Buddy just hasn't gotten there yet. That's all. So we'll jump over after this pass and work on that. Oh, Buddy's doing the skippers right now. Is what he's doing. He just did a little there. He'll plant a little on that one. Why he's not planting from the outside in? He's planting like he planted around the field and then he's going to like he's skipping 2 passes. Or skipping a pass. It's kind of weird. Kind of weird. That's okay. So carrots, chat. So 7, we already own 8, 9, 10. We could probably buy a few fields today. If we choose to. We kind of haven't in a while, so. Maybe instead of buying more equipment that I'm not going to use, we'll, I gotta keep enough money in my. I gotta keep enough money in the bank. In case corn heads come up on sale. Corn heads pop on sale, we need to buy them. They're not going to, but I'm hoping for like the 16 row. Maybe the 20 row. 16s would be nice. 20s are just faster, that's all. So we might go with that. I don't know. Whatever pops up on sale. To be honest, if it'll work on our combine, we might as well. These are the end rows technically over here, okay. That will help out. Because, you know, what's going to work? Teamwork, chat, obviously. Me and my robot team. We got this. We've got this. All right. Oh, now Buddy went back and is, okay, going that way, but he's still leaving skippers. Although it's okay. Kimmy's not here. She's taking her nap, so we might be okay. We might be okay. Nobody to yell at us right now. Just... Alright, Buddy's coming at me right now? Okay. Interesting. Safe for the time being, yeah, for now. Safe for now. Honestly, the little planner, I should have just not even put him out here. Or I could just let him finish. And he'll get it done eventually. But we're gonna like, oh boy. Get the touch-up paint out. But that wasn't bad. Just a hair, you know? Just a hair. So apparently 2 of that planner is 1 of this planner. Okay. Noted. So I had this one set for 2 end rows, but I really should have had the other one set for 4 end rows instead of 3. Okay, because, yeah. That's probably why there's still, like, that skipper there. And I guess Buddy's gonna go work on something now. I don't know. It's all good. Clean that up right now. Nothing like cleaning up skippers. All right. If he's gonna, he might leave a skipper here in this, on the outside of this corner. I think we nailed that. Yeah, we nailed that. Let's go. I think Buddy's still trying to go back and forth. And obviously he doesn't need to because I've already done the whole field. But he doesn't know that I've already done the whole field. That's the thing. Or is he only trying, he's only doing like the little, where like I technically skipped. That's what he's doing. So he didn't even drop the planner. He's trying to figure out his life. We'll just smile and wave. And he's off. Okay, there's nothing else for this whole end here. We are leaving tire marks, but obviously what we do, it's a video game. It's not real life. Oh, I forgot I can plant going super fast. I really shouldn't be, but I forgot I could. There's a skipper. Wait. Skippers are way over there. All right. Yep, we'll just run this GPS line because that's where the skippers are. He's only done 1 pass on this side is what it is, the smaller planter. So we'll go ahead and fix it up for him here. And eventually we'll be sending this stuff back home. So let's go ahead and get that set up now. So we can do that. What the heck is that? Ooh. Wait. I got an alert from Wise chat, my camera. They have their Christmas lights on sale right now. Wise Christmas lights are on. Okay, on a massive sale. Oopsie, oopsie. I was on my phone. Sorry. Sorry, dog. I didn't mean to run you over. My bad. All right, we'll send that guy away. Probably grab this one. Let's go down here and finish up. Only a little bit left down here, I believe. Kind of hard to tell, but somewhere down here. Oh, way over there. I see it now. Okay. No, the problem with them, Lord, is, I mean, technically I do have, and I do use the Wise app for my cameras, but I don't want another app when it comes to lighting. Especially for the Christmas display. I want everything to be, so I use Govee. I use Govee stuff for the Christmas display, and the only lights I'll buy for that, if I'm going to buy like smart lights, will be Govee. Because it's annoying having to use like, you know, different apps. Although one of these days, you guys, chat has talked about like that smart home stuff. I've never actually like, I haven't looked into it too much, a little bit. But I think if I had that, the different apps wouldn't matter as much. But having different apps is kind of annoying. So yeah. Yeah. So even in my house, I've got the first smart bulbs I bought were these like cheapo depot ones from Walmart. Okay. And they run an app. And I don't mess with those too much because we have a hockey puck in our living room. We control those lights with, right? And they're only in the living room. But then like I've put smart lights in my kitchen. Or actually before that, I started buying like some Philips stuff. So I have Philips lights around me out here. And then of course it's like, well, that's a different app. It's kind of annoying. So basically, I'm either trapped, I don't want to say trapped, but trapped, I guess, for lack of a better term, with the cheapo depot lights that use the one app or Philips. And then, like, for the outside stuff, I use Govee. So, like, try to stay with, like, that, you know? So. Because, like, Wise has light bulbs. But then it's another app I need to set up for lighting. You know, it's like, I'm not doing that. So. Too many separate apps, you know? So trying to keep it simple. So if I want to put smart bulbs anywhere else in my house, which honestly right now I don't think I do, they would be Philips, which I know are expensive. They are. They're really good, though. Haven't had any issues with them. Probably should knock on wood. But haven't had any issues with them, so pretty darn happy with them. The best investment I ever made was the Philips lights in my kitchen. And I got a couple of their little motion sensors. And so there's two motion sensors in my kitchen, or one's kind of in this little room we call the back hallway, which would be kind of like a mud room, but it's not. So there's one in there, and then there's one in my kitchen. And so the lights in my kitchen turn on and off automatically. And if it's not, like, if it's kind of already bright from the sun, they just won't turn on, which is kind of nice. A certain aunt of mine has trouble turning light switches off, and I finally got annoyed, and that's why I put them in the kitchen. And you know, the kitchen, like if you're in the kitchen, usually you're moving around. So, you know, it might be weird to put them in, say, my living room where you sit and watch TV and then like lights turn off on you randomly. That might get a little more awkward. So we have the other bulbs in there. They're smart bulbs, but they're kind of dumb, you know. They're not on motion sensors basically, so they work for what they are. They actually don't have a good white. The white's very yellow on them, and you can't. There's no other white, so like I've tried messing with them, but they just don't go white. They're kind of yellow. So I kind of don't like them, to be honest, but whatever, they work. I don't spend a lot of time in that room, so it doesn't really bother me that much. But yeah, having the little motion sensors is like the best thing ever. So yeah. And again, if it's too bright, they just won't turn on. Or if it's after 12:30, they only turn on to like 10%. So if somebody has to get up in the middle of the night and they walk through my kitchen, they don't get blinded by full strength bright lights. So I thought that was a good idea. So yeah. Mostly because it was my idea. So therefore it's a good idea. You know? That's how that works, chat. That's how that works. It was my idea, therefore it's the best idea ever. Obviously. I mean, come on. Yeah. I still want to set up. I've got another one of their little motion sensors. I haven't set it up. Because like if I have my headphones on, as I do right now, obviously, and people can sneak up on me. They'll just leave it. They'll just say that much. People can sneak up on me. So one of these days, if I ever get around to it, I'm going to set up a motion sensor to make one of my lights behind my desk like change colors or flash or something, so I know when there's a person over there, because behind my monitors I've got 3 lights kind of shining up on the wall, and that's super nice. But yeah, make them like change colors or something to warn me when there's motion, just so people don't. Because sometimes Dad will poke his head out here and he'll be like, "You alive? You alive?" And usually I'm sleeping, so. Or sometimes I just, the other night I had my headphones on and I think I was I might have had some music cranked up or something. Or no, I was talking in TeamSpeak. That's what it was. That's why I had my headphones on. I was talking in TeamSpeak. And it took him like, he had to like almost yell at me for me to hear. He's only like a few feet away, but I couldn't see him, couldn't hear him, so. Yeah. I just don't like being spooked, you know? I do not like being spooked. Although that one time was so bad. I was watching House of the Dragon, Game of Thrones House of the Dragon, and that series is so dark, meaning like it's dark, like not dark as in like this is the dark story, but like you can't see anything. And so that one night I was watching an episode, and so to really be able to see it, I would turn off all my monitors except for the one. I would turn off all my lights out here, and I think I had my headphones on, so I was, you know, sitting basically in complete darkness, one monitor in front of me on, that was it, right? No other lights on out here, and I had my headphones on, and if you've watched Game of Thrones, Need to have pitch black room. Well, if you've watched Game of Thrones, you know that sometimes there are, for lack of a better term, there's adult themed scenes in that show, right? There just is, okay? And it might have been during an adult themed scene, okay? And I'm sitting here with my headphones on in complete pitch black. And my dad wanted me for something. I don't remember what it was. So I'm focused on this episode because, you know, it's Game of Thrones. So he ends up, he's standing right next to me here. And he touches my arm. I about crapped myself. It wasn't necessarily because what was on the screen. I don't care about that. He doesn't care, whatever. But like, oh my God, it scared me. No. It was Game of Thrones. It was Game of Thrones. But he, man, it was, whew, scared the crap out of me. I think my headphones went flying. They might have hit my keyboard that night. Like you know, it was like pure panic. Just because he scared me. Like, again, it didn't have anything to do with what was on the screen. That was more of just like a funny part. But, yeah, it was, whew, it was scared the crap out of me. So one of these days I'm going to set that other motion sensor up. Make my lights flash if somebody comes out here. I don't like being spooked, you know. That's really what it comes down to. I just don't like, actually, what am I doing? Why am I putting this away? I'm going to need this tractor. Don't like being spooked, chat. Don't spook me, all right? Don't do it. But yeah, House of the Dragon, man. I'm glad the Knights of the Seven Kings or whatever it is, the new one is a lot brighter. A lot brighter, so that's good. We're gonna go ahead and fire this guy up this next, I have to spray everything, chat. I think we might use this sprayer one last time and then we'll get rid of it. It's kind of what I'm thinking. Probably the same with that tow behind too. We'll just let it go after this. Man, it scared me though. And this hitch thing too, I'm gonna let the hitch go too, because unfortunately it just doesn't quite work like I would want it to. Oh, it's a fire extinguisher up there. I couldn't tell what that was. What is that? Who are you? Oh, the hitch definitely gets dirty, chat. Jeez. I like how the hydraulic hoses are run through it like that. It's kind of funny. I wonder what that set's for. Are we out of hydraulics? No. Huh. Wonder what that other set's for. Maybe it's the hydraulic jack. Maybe that's it. Come on. Alright. Let's go park this and then unhook that hitch. Unfortunately, it's just not maybe as good as I was hoping it was. But that's okay. It can still be very handy for some things, but not quite what I was wanting for. Mostly I wanted it for loading wagons, to be honest. So yeah. And it's not really gonna work for those. So we'll just leave that there and we're gonna return it right from the thingy doofer. Yeah. And speaking of the other Game of Thrones, there's one episode left, I believe. It airs Sunday. As far as I know. Still no spoilers. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I can't wait for it. Honestly. Can't wait. This will be good on that tow behind sprayer, right? I haven't used the old Alice in a bit, so bad boy out. Yep. We're going to have to fertilize all of our fields, and I think we're going to have to herbicide one. So we might as well put herbicide in like the tow behind sprayer. I actually should do that sprayer with herbicide because it's got the smallest capacity. So probably should do that. Although this guy has herbicide on, so we'll probably take that out of there. Use our bigger capacity sprayers for fertilizer. Seems like it makes sense. Hey, what do I know? Speaking of fertilizer, do we have any in the homestead anymore? Do I have to go? Actually, here, let's take... We're going to do the sprayer shuffle, chat. Sprayer shuffle. Switch to it? I do. Right. There we go. Okay. So we'll put herbicide in this guy just because he has the least amount of capacity. Alright. Fill this guy up. The other one will probably have to take to the shop. I think there's fertilizer at the shop, and I know there's herbicide there. I bought some the other day because it was on sale again, so definitely bought some of those. That's all right. Good, at least I dropped it where there's no auto drive, so that's good. Let's get this guy out of here, grab this one, grab this fertilizer, and I don't think I have any more here. I used to have a bunch piled next to the shed, but that's gone, and I know that's herbicide over there. So, to the shop you go. Alright, grab the tow behind out. Realistically, I don't need the tow behind and I don't need the backpack anymore. I really could just get by with the two self-propelleds that I have. Maybe pick up a third one at some point, but I don't know. Since I pretty much plant corn all the time, I don't really have weeds to mess with, so... This thing's got herbicide in it, too, okay. I think I'd rather this thing be on fertilizer. Alright. So you're gonna go to the shop, too, for now. And go get filled up. That's the one that's trying to leave, okay. Alright, so everything's planted. The animals, the pigs are great. The cows are good. So let's fast time of day. We've already looked in the shop, so we don't need to worry about that. All right, come on. You got this. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Of course, it's raining. Which is fine. Let's look in the shop. Chat. It's another modded loading wagon, but we just picked one of those up the other day. So, oh my God, finally, chat. Finally. Finally. And you know what okay, the adapter would actually work with this. I didn't return the adapter, but it would actually work with the Kinsey. It's about darn time. We have been waiting and waiting and waiting for that Kinsey to pop up on sale. Golly, man. One bale, not worth it. There's a weeder. What does this go to? Decent sized boom. Actually, we should get a Skoda. Demco. That's another auger. I don't have any Demcos, so I'm not gonna run it. Lots of slurry applicators on the booms anyway. Ah, the Salford. I wish that worked with precision. My goodness. All right. I think we're good there. Let's check for weeds. We have, okay, that's what I thought. Field 3 is going to be in weeds. Okay. Not bad. $400,000. Chad, should we buy field 7? We'd still have time. Well, actually, it's past the first day of growth. We could probably still fertilize it and stuff. It is planted in carrots, though. So that gets a little awkward, you know? But hey, what do I know? All right, let's get through this rain. That's what I do. Let's get through the rain real quick. We want our Roundup to stay on the leaves of the plant, not get washed off, you know? Otherwise, we won't get a good kill. Only if that worked that way, you know? Only if it worked that way. Carrots, do it. Do it. All right, 10:52 it is, chat. That is our new time for the rest of, well, for a while. Kind of how it looks here right now, actually. They just got past the thunderstorm in real life, you know? A couple hours ago. Actually, I think I only heard like 3 rumbles of thunder, and they were not close, sadly. Although that's fine, actually. We got a little rain out of it, so that's all good. All right, well, we'll take this over here to 3, get this going, and then we should have our 2 sprayers at the shop here in a second, so we'll get them with fertilizer and get them going somewhere. If we're gonna buy 3, that's fine. I'm down to do it. I will have to sell them right out of the field, though. I don't have any way to store carrots, which is fine. So it is $397,000 for 23.22 acres planted in good old carrots. Hip hip hooray. Our precision score absolutely sucks, but that's all right. That's pretty standard, you know, when you buy a field, so not a big deal. All right, precision's all loaded. Obviously, it's gonna need buckets of lime, but we won't worry about that till after we harvest because the crop is grown to a point. We can fertilize if it needs. I don't remember if carrots take fertilizer or not. And we can also spray the weeds. So it needs to be plowed. It needs a bunch of lime. It's not going to be a great harvest, but that's all right. It's all good. It is all good. All right, let's run over here and chat. It's also okay. It's about 3 o'clock break time too. Get all these sprayers going. I'll go take my little break and yeah, be fine. Okay, so I've got a bunch of pallets. Okay, just rearrange here a little bit. I bought that thing just as a trial, chat, for the record. That's that auger wagon that goes on the chassis that our one slurry spreader's on. We got talking about that a while back on Riverbend, I think it was, and I'm like, man, I never used any of that stuff. I think Jeff was talking about it, so it's like, well, let's try it out. Not gonna hurt to try it out, you know. I still think it could be really good if I wasn't doing the on sale stuff. Like if I was starting a map having a chassis with different things I could attach to it would be probably pretty nice to have, actually. So yeah, could be very nice. But since we did everything on sale, it's kind of didn't work out the best for us, maybe, as far as being able to use the different pieces of that. But I could see it. It's like the old IT runner stuff. Like, it was actually pretty handy, but obviously when you were small scale farm. If you got too big, the old IT runner stuff was just too small. But after a while, or early on, it was good. I need that neon sign. Oh, did I get it lit up? Did I get it lit up? Hold on. Yeah. Need to tag Matt in that one. Oh, goodness. Yeah, dog. These count as skinny tires. Well, it's first day growth. It doesn't matter. Never mind. All right, we'll get him going. Actually, technically, I can't use this tractor. Or no. No, I can't use this tractor, Chad. It doesn't have sensors on it. I don't think I have sensors on any of my tractors, do I? No sensors here. Obviously sensors on this, but I don't think I do on... The only one I have them on is the one I'm herbiciding with right now, I believe. Okay. Set for me. We'll get back to that guy in a minute. I don't think I can use that tractor, though. If I want to actually get my, nitrogen score to where I want it. That's all right. Typically, I haven't been putting the sensors on because I use self-propelled sprayers. So, snowing 1 to 3, nice, very nice. Enjoy your snow. I guess I don't know. Do people enjoy snow? Okay. Is it the best thing? No. Is it the worst thing? No. Although it did wreck our mailbox at the farm this year a little bit. A few years ago, we had a snow plow. Our mailbox does not sit like on the road at the farm, right? Like it sits off a ways. Like we even have gravel between like pavement and our mailbox for the mailman, person, And a couple of years ago, we had that one snow, and I guess the snowplow driver, well, he couldn't see the mailbox, I guess, or didn't care. He sheared that thing off at the ground. That thing went flying. It was like 15 feet away from where it was when we found it. And then we just had to let it lay and let the snow melt so we could, because it was kind of like in the snow. It wasn't on top. It was in. So we just let it lay for a while. And then somewhere along the line, we got one of them, like plastic mailboxes. And, after this last snowstorm, the whole side of it's kind of like caved in a little bit. So it's kind of funny looking. I don't have sensors on any of these tractors. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna actually be able to use that tow behind right now. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna take it back to the shop and get rid of it, since I don't have no sensors on them. Why are you pulled up way up there? Is that where? No. Kind of is where the marker is, so that's not good. Pull that back. Gotta feed the pigs, yo. All right, let's just take this thing back. I'm not going to spend the money on the sensors. So we'll just go empty this and get rid of it. That is what we shall do. Yeah. Time to get a concrete filled post. Well, when my dad was a kid, or when my dad was a lot younger, or at some point, I don't know when, Grandpa used to have problems with kids with baseball bats. And they would go around the countryside, and, you know, they would doink the mailbox and, you know, and drive on, right? Well, they did that like twice to Grandpa. And that was the end of that, because Grandpa reinforced the mailbox. But he made it like a sleeper. So you couldn't tell from the outside that it was reinforced. But he put a bunch of like heavy metal hoops inside of the mailbox or something, I guess. And Dad tells the story of, well, they're pretty sure they tried it one more time after he did that, and then they left alone after that. Because I would imagine it was one of those like got straight out of a cartoon, like they hit it and they like, you know, start shaking. But yeah, apparently Grandpa put a ton of metal inside the mailbox. So, I bet that, yeah, I bet it did, yeah. I bet it did. Alright, what is this really fast chat? First time sent me something, hang on. Let's see what this is really quick. Okay. Interesting. What first time just sent me chat? It is break time. I'm gonna go take my break really fast, and when I get back, we'll keep fertilizing, keep herbicide, and I guess we'll have oh god, winter carrots ready. We'll probably have carrots to harvest at some point today. Yay! Anyway, I'll be right back. BRB.